Good morning. Welcome to Ramblings with Joe. I don't have any coffee this morning. I finished my coffee about an hour ago. I thought about having another cup, but it's probably a better idea not to. 62 years. Let's focus on 62 years. 62 years ago, JFK was killed, murdered. So now we're finding out through the documents that have been released, and they still haven't all been released, that the CIA may have been complicit in this. That they definitely lied to Congress. They did not tell the whole truth to Congress during the investigation. Of course, it's been 62 years, so about everybody that was involved is now dead and gone. Jeffrey Epstein. So there's no list, according to the administration. There is no point in carrying on trying to figure this out, according to the current administration. Let's get some things straight. The previous administration had all the information that the current administration has. So I don't want to hear the Democrats talking about, yeah, well, if we get back into power. No, you're not. You didn't. You're not going to. You're the same coin, just different sides. The president has an opportunity here. The president has an opportunity to come clean and give the transparency back to the people that we deserve. I'm a lowly nobody. I am just a citizen of this country. That's all I am. However, I do demand full transparency. If the CIA is using these files to blackmail, to get what they want, then there's a huge contingency of people who want it to stop. And we want those people to be held accountable. I'm one of those people. I voted for the president. I went to the ballot, I held my nose, and I voted for him. He stopped the onrush of immigrants at the southern border. He did not come clean about the Jeffrey Epstein case. And now there is talk of amnesty for all of the illegal aliens that are in the country. Let me back up to the Epstein thing and the Democrats. Yeah, you're the party that didn't do anything for 4 years. So there you go. Don't try to use this as a springboard back into power. You did this. You are just as culpable as the left. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, you're just as culpable as the right. This is a Democrat/Republican fiasco. So we're learning about the JFK situation. And that's probably how long it will take to learn about the Jeffrey Epstein situation, if ever. The idea that our government, that we as citizens own, are keeping this amount of secrecy from its citizens when we're demanding justice is ludicrous. And I'm pretty sure the only reason it's happening is because there are people in power who are guilty of this heinous crime. President Trump, you have an opportunity to set the course straight, to get us back on track. Not just America, the world. We had a president, President Reagan. He was my commander-in-chief when I was in the military. and he described America as the shining. How did he put it? The shining lights on the hill, the shining hope, the leader of the world. Well, we're not that right now. We're ridiculed. We are made fun of. We are from within as well. One of the things that most conservatives dislike about the left, about the liberals, is how much disdain they have for our country. You're ridiculous. You're still here. You're still complaining. You're still talking about how evil we are. Well, this issue is enough to unite us on at least one front: justice. Let's get justice for the victims of the Jeffrey Epstein scandal. This isn't a left or right issue. This is a justice issue. I watched some videos this morning. What is his name? Gutfeld, saying that we're getting everything we wanted, just with a little bit of things that we don't want. No, we're not getting anything we want. We're not getting the... well, number one, we bombed Iran. We took a huge chance of miring ourselves directly into a war. It worked out, thankfully. Thankfully, that's worked out so far. We have a tenuous peace in the Middle East. And I will give the president definite kudos for that. I hope it can remain tenuous. Unfortunately, for the people of Gaza, they're not a part of that peace. I'm not an anti-Israeli person. I support Israelis' ability to have their own nation and to defend their nation. But what's going on now is a little bit beyond defense. What's going on now is a lot beyond defense. So, for the war hawks, I hope you go out of business. I hope you go broke. I hope you go bankrupt. I hope we find peace in our world. For the people who are culpable, who are guilty, who are being controlled by the Jeffrey Epstein scandal and corruption in our government, you took an oath at some point. Uphold your oath. Come forward. If what you did was against the law and wrong, it's time to take your medicine. Put America back on course. That's what needs to happen. Will you be a hero? Of sorts. Your reputation will be tarnished. But you can do things for the greater good of our country. On the topic of the immigrants, I've said many times, I have such mixed emotions about the immigration situation. The ability to do the best you can for your family. Who can slight a person for that? You sneak across the border so that you can make a living, to give your family a better life. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at your government. I'm mad at my government. I'm mad at the previous administration for not stopping what could have been stopped, and for all the deaths that happened during that administration at the border because people were encouraged to cross the border illegally. For all of the heinous crimes that took place because of that operation. I'm not mad at the illegal immigrants. I think they have to go home. They are disrupting our economy. I went on Grok and I did a quick search, an inquiry. You have to be very specific with these AI programs. In the search I did, I asked how many illegal immigrants are employed in America. And it came up with 8 million. Who knows? Obviously, if they're working illegally, they're not going to submit their existence to the government. The census comes around, they're not fessing up that, hey, I'm here illegally. I wouldn't if I were them. So then I said, how many Americans are unemployed at the moment? And I think it came up with like 6.5 million. So you see my point here? We're not employing Americans, we're employing illegal immigrants. Now, Grok did insist on not using the term illegal immigrants. They wanted to, it is not a they, it is an it. It wanted to use the term undocumented. So, if they're here illegally, if they're here against the law, then they are illegal. They have broken the law. And according to the federal laws, they are, I believe that's a felony. So the idea that we're going to grant amnesty again, we've done this once before. This will only encourage the southern border to be open during the next liberal administration, during the next left Democratic Party administration. And the flood will continue. I'm not sure what their objective is there. I do know that it causes a lot of hardship for a large percentage of the people who are crossing. It is unfortunate that there are people in the world who are in that position, but I don't control the world. What I do control is my little tiny aspect of the world and my vote. So, yeah, if the president gives amnesty or works a deal with Congress to give the illegal immigrants amnesty, then he has failed again. And this just pushes him into the category of a failing presidency. A presidency that did not live up to the promises that he gave during his campaign, which makes him just another insider, just another alligator in the swamp that he wanted to drain. So I was a little bit frustrated this morning when I watched Gutfeld, and I see all the conservatives trying to sugarcoat the failures of this presidency. I don't think we need to sugarcoat the failures of the presidency. I think we need to call them out. And it's not a matter of conservatives going against the president. No, it's a matter of being truthful and being honest and being forthright in your opinion and looking at things objectively. So, as a common man, this is not what I voted for. I did not vote for continuing wars. I did not vote for amnesty for illegal aliens. I did not vote for more cover-ups, specifically Jeffrey Epstein cover-up. And it is. I just read a short article about how the video that they provided, supposedly proving that the cell was unmolested by outside influences, and that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. Well, evidently that video was edited, and we sure would like to see the real video. You see what I'm saying here? I don't think I've ever heard that noise before in my house. It sounds like water, but pulsing water. So, these are kind of my thoughts this Sunday morning. And I've been trying not to do podcasts on the weekend, but today I felt very strong about this. I'm not going to shut up about injustices in the world. I'm going to keep on. I'm going to keep on keeping on. I hope that the left and the right, who are toward the center, can come together and demand justice. And demand justice across the board. No more wars. No more cover-ups for Epstein. No more amnesty. Do what you promised. We can set our economy back straight if you do what you promise. That spending bill, atrocious. I'm starting to see more failures than successes. The only success I can see at the moment is the southern border. That's it. Do the right thing. My God, I cannot believe how difficult it is to do the right thing. It must be the hardest thing in the world to do, because lately I see a lot of people doing the wrong thing. Do the right thing. Point blank, do it. Become the hero that we want you to be. Become the president in the administration that we can brag about. And if there's corruption and wrongdoing within that administration, become the president and administration who is forthright enough to recognize that and set America's course straight again. Let's get back on track to success. I got more years behind me than ahead. And all I see is we're leaving our kids in a hell of a mess. Our grandkids, we're leaving our grandkids in a hell of a mess. Get it together. Come on, we can do this. As a species, we can do this. It's frustrating. I'm frustrated beyond all belief. I smoke a cigar once a week. Man, that's going to be the highlight of my week this week. That's been rough. Here's my co-host. Here's my co-host. Hey, little guy. It's Baggy, Bagheera. I don't have any coffee. I drank it all and watched horrible videos about excuses. Now it's not only the mainstream media, but it's the alternative media. It's the internet. There's a few people out there that I see telling the truth and realizing when they were wrong and when they were right and owning up to both. Unfortunately, Gutfeld isn't one of them anymore. Let's get it together, people. Let's get it together, Mr. President, Attorney General, Deputy. You can do this. You have to do this. Good must prevail over evil. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. I hope you find peace, love, and dream. Until next time, ciao.